How's everybody doing today? Man. Got a lot to talk about. Finally at a spot I can talk. Do a good review on this thing now, man. Finally. Alright, you guys. Put my headphones in. Alright, you guys. 2005 Acura TSX. And lately, I've been having heat problems. My heat wouldn't turn on. Well, my heat would turn on, but it would blow cold when I'm full throttle blowing. I'm trying to blow heat out of it. You know what I mean? It's on whatever, like 90 degrees, and it's still blowing, cold air. So I took it to Meineke. My boy referred me to go to Meineke. The boys at Meineke told me they ran a couple tests on my car, and they eventually told me that it's your they gave me the bad news and said it's your head gasket. They said pretty much your head gasket is pretty much he looked like it's trying to work a little something. But yeah, pretty much they told me that it's my head gasket. My head gasket was pretty much blown, and that I needed to get a new head gasket. And it'll cost some money. It costs a lot of money. You know what I mean? And I was contemplating, like, I'm probably gonna get a new motor. It's the K series. I kind of want to beef up the power anyways. And to be honest with you, I bought the car like this. I bought the car about 3 weeks ago, and I didn't know it had a. I didn't. I knew it had a couple problems, and I thought they were. I knew it needed a condenser, and all of this other stuff. I knew it needed some work. You know what I mean? And I got it for dirt cheap, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it. The money that I am saving, I can put some of that money back into the car. And me being me, hopped on a 2005 red TSX, slightly lowered, um, and it looked good. As soon as I pulled up, I was like, I want that car. And in some aspects, you can say that I bought a lemon. In other aspects, you can say, well, you pay for what you get. So, in my personal opinion, is I pay for what I get. I pay for what I get, um, and that's what I got. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what I got, and that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. At the end of the day, you definitely pay for what you get, and I think that's the case here. I paid for what I got, and to be honest with you, man, I'm not even gonna, cry or spoil milk. You know what I'm saying? So this is the review. Make a long story short, um, they told me I blew my head gasket. I went back to AutoZone. AutoZone pretty much referred me and said, "Hey, look, man. Um, you know, if you could buy either this or you could." And my personal opinion is, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy. The manager came out of nowhere. First of all, the manager came out of nowhere. She was just like, "You should try this stuff, case seal. All the mechanics order it." A mechanic the other day just bought pretty much. I think she said that he bought a, what was it? A like a box full, and I was just like, all right, that's cool. She was the manager. She was over top of the guy that was helping me out, so I'm just like, all right, sure, I'll try it out. You know what I mean? It was nothing but like, it was like uh 16 or $17, I believe. So I'm like, all right. The other stuff was like 35, but I was willing to pay that too. But on the other stuff, you had to take off you had to take off a bunch of stuff. This, you just put it in the radiator, like I'm gonna show you now. Ah, you and see, all of this stuff right here was smoking. All of this stuff right here had. I pretty much had. See, it's still bottling up a little bit. See right there, where it's seeping through. right here. Coming through there a little bit, man, but it's not steaming like it did. It was steaming real bad. All of this was steaming, like all of the whole outside of the car was steaming. Um, but yeah, man, to be honest with you, I put it in here. I shook it up real well for 30 seconds. Put it in here. When I put it in here, I let it run, for like 15, 20 minutes. And after I let it run, I pretty much, after I let it run, I pretty much, at the end of the day, I just waited, It said wait, I seen some reviews said wait for about 15 minutes, wait this long, wait that long. So I waited. And when I waited, I guess you could say it's semi-working, sort of working. Um, like I said, I don't know if the heat's still on yet. Let me check it. It's been about 30 minutes now, so I guess if the heat's gonna ever work, it'll work now, right? It's on defrost right now, so I guess let's try to put it on my face, or on the I guess on the upper body and lower body in proper terms. Oh, here we go. Let's see what we got here. And it is blowing. What's the degree? It's 51 degrees outside, so it's not blowing hot. Still not blowing hot yet, or warm, or any of that. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not blowing cold. It's not blowing ice cold air, but it's only, like I said, it's 51 degrees outside right now. So it's 51 degrees outside, and it's blowing. It's still blowing cold, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Let me see. Mess with the thermostat a little bit. Let's see if I put it on 58. Let's see if it reverses and it starts blowing hot. That'll be crazy, right? Crazy as hell. Let's see what we got here. I mean, to be honest with you, bro, I'm gonna probably have to buy a motor. I'm not even gonna lie. A replacement motor. My boy hooked me up. He said he works at a Japanese imports, place not too far from, I mean, it's about, it's a good hour, 2 hour drive, but he said he'll look out for me for, pretty much a JDM K24 for about $800. And I'm like, you know what? I might take you up on that. I called him today. I said I'll call him back. I'll probably call him back after I make this video. But like I said, it's not overheating. It's still not overheating. It never overheated. But the guy ran tests and said I needed a head gasket. He ran a series of tests, and I thought it was a thermostat at first. It wasn't the thermostat. It like I said, he ran a couple tests, and he said he pretty much said that yeah, it is the head gasket. So what I'll probably do with you guys is probably ride around and just see if the air gets any better. Let me turn it up to high. Let's see what we got now. Still no hot air. Let's see. Give it a little gas. Cause sometimes it'll blow hot on the highway or warm. But yeah, man, it ain't working. But it did stop the steam from coming, accumulating up near the engine bay. And yeah, man, I mean, $16. I didn't have my hopes up, I mean, let's put it like that, But it's still drivable, but at the same time, I want heat to work. I mean, it gets cold out here, in the East Coast, it gets cold out here. Yesterday morning it was like 20 degrees. So it definitely gets cold out here, and I want to be, I want my shit to blow real hot. So with that being said, you guys, I tried my best review I can do for you guys. Like I said, man, I'll give an update if it starts miraculously, miraculously working. Excuse me. Um, Miracle, pretty much, is what I need. But if it starts working, I will let you guys know. And yeah, right now, like I said, I'm still waiting. Might drive it around town, and it just might start working just out of the blue like that. But I think it did stop smoking out of the exhaust though. That was one thing I did notice. It was smoke. It was like a white smoke that was that was behind me a little bit, and it did stop, I believe. Let me check that out real quick. See, no white smoke. No white smoke, you guys. Oh, as soon as I said that, it starts blowing out white smoke. Semi-white smoke. It was a lot worse than that though at first. But yeah, man. Damn, it's starting to come out now. Ain't it? Look at it. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. But yeah, you guys. I guess let me know what you guys think. And yeah, man. Smash that like button and subscribe. And until next time, you guys. Peace out.